try to achieve here is the direct experience of ourselves, and the experience of all things that are around us, making no distance between them, don't treating them as if they were something different from you, from what you are, from the experience that you are. So, for those taking the medicine for the first time, or even if you had it before, know that there's no way to anticipate an experience. That the only way out is through. So I invite you to build trust within yourself, trust within the medicine, trust about the reason for you being here. I'll say that this medicine is bitter in the beginning, but it's sweet in the end. I'll say too that this medicine will take around 45 to 90 minutes to be fully active in your body. I'll say too that I'll be serving what I consider half a dose in the beginning. And then, depending on how you're feeling, we'll pour you some more in the way. I'll also say not to take this as a photographic field trip. I know it's beautiful. I know it feels like it's just once in a lifetime that you're going to be here, but be mindful. Also be mindful of who you take pictures of without their consent. Some people might not want to be in your picture, so ask. Also related to the friendly talk as we walk, keep your words to yourself for now. There'll be spaces for opening and sharing, making jokes and laughing. But in the beginning is the process of going inside. And if we start talking, we're gonna be walking in the opposite direction of where we are supposed to be going. So I'll introduce this altar. This is the altar of the three worlds. This altar was passed on to me by spirit, and I've been carrying this altar for 7 years. And it's with great pleasure and joy in my heart that I get to share it with you guys. I'm sharing this altar with hundreds of people already, and I hope it can do what it did for me and what it's still doing for me. Opening so many portals, so many ways to understand the nature of space and time, and that's what it's all about. The word Pacha means space and time. So this altar has to do with the illusory subdivision of time into three. Because all in all, time is a circle and there's no parts to it. So we go from the line to the circle. But just for the sake of our understanding of how energy is moving in nature, how us being part in nature are walking this circle too. I'll explain these three worlds. So the red roses in the altar represent what we call the Ukupacha. And the Ukupacha means that which is unborn, or that which is yet to become alive. It's the period of formation, the period of potentiality. It's unseen, invisible. It's dark. It's uncomfortable. It's the beginning of any experience. Just like when you were in the belly of your mother, yet not knowing what's outside. Though mother has a way of making us feel comfortable and uncomfortable. So yet being in the belly can be a pleasant experience. In terms of us being here in the space, we're inside this maloka, kind of like enclosed. Let's close the door. Thank you. So the energy of Ukupacha is that of being inside and experiencing where are things coming from. Where is it that I get to be who I am? Where is that place that I get triggered when something comes up on my field of awareness? What are those memories? What are that past? How was that birth? How was those childhood memories? How's that relationship with your mother? How's that relationship with your home situation? How's this relationship with feeling safe within your body? All mula related topics. Root chakra is the connection that goes down. But always energy has a way of bouncing, right? So when we go in, we come out of that, and we come with full awareness, and we come ready to put out our solar energy to build a sense of identity, to find purpose and meaning for the things that we do, and add on to that a sense of celebration for life. This is what the second altar represents. The yellow flowers in the altar represent the Kai patch. Kai comes from the word kalpa, which means strength, discipline, effort. So at that point of the ceremony, we'll be stepping out of this belly, and we're going to be walking the mountains. And once again, the art of listening, the art of staying present with how you're feeling, with how you're moving, with how you're breathing, with how the medicine is becoming active, opening your vision. So the second altar, the altar of the Kai Pacha, has to do with relation, how we relate. This is an outward energy. It's how we get to experience ourselves in the doing of things, in feeling part of something else bigger than us. So here we would like to bring some further concepts that might help us in the understanding in the nature of this relation of all things. And this is the concept of Aini. So Aini means reciprocity. And just by becoming aware that everything is alive, you become aware that everything is a relationship. And relationship goes both ways. So for everything that you're relating to, you're being related also on the other side, back. So be aware of your vibration, of your inner vibration. Know for sure and realize that this holographic existence of us is a reflection of our own inner state of vibration. Whatever you're going through inside and how you're handling it will be reflected upon the way you experience this life, you experience this reality. So in that way, we're not alone. We're part of a thread. We're collaborating. We're co-creating this existence with everything that is around us. I described previously in the board that I made for you that at the level of relation, in the Andean cosmovision, there's three families. There's the families of the humans, which are called the runas. There's the family of the wildlife, which is called sarkas. And there's the relationship with that which is sacred, the family of everything that is sacred, which is called waka. So we have the sun, the moon, the mountains, the spirits of the land as part of that waka. And also I shared that within that concept of Aini, there is this concept of mutual upbringing, that everything is supporting everything else. In the Andean cosmovision, there's nothing that is alone. Everything is working in pairs, everything is working in groups of pairs, going from Jananting to Masinting to Tawanting, and it's like different expansions of that basic principle of duality. So this Jananting, just to get it a little bit more clear, is the principle of opposite complementarity, meaning that there's no way life can thrive without its opposite. You can't just make life happen by tapping on one side of the energy. You need both energies to complement, to bind, to create something else. Just like the way we experienced our birth through our parents. So in the same way, everything is acting in the same way. Everything is acting out of that sense of polarity. And more than, you know, pretending to see through the intellect and trying to differentiate things between this is this and this is not this, you must realize that those things that you put apart come together. There's no way to escape that which you are running away from. And that the only way to move forward is to integrate your shadow into your light path. So that it's not an energy that's trying to hide something. It's an energy that's integrating and coming forward, transcending. So then we move to the third moment of this ceremony, which has to do with the white flowers in the altar. The white flowers are called the Hanan Pacha, the world above, the celestial abode, the eyes of God. So this is the moment of the ceremony when we come back to the place where we started. We come back to this sitting space in front of the fire. But we come back after having had the experience, and we get to see ourselves past, beyond everything that we experienced on this day. So this is a time for reflection. It's a time to going over what do we learn from this ceremony. At that time, we'll be honoring our ancestors, we'll be honoring the grandfathers and the grandmothers. So there'll be a time for everything in this ceremony. Okay. So that was the introduction to this altar. Before we start, we're gonna do a little sharing about our intentions for today. So I'll give it a go. My name is Daya, and I come always humbled to be able to open this altar, to hold space for this container. Being grateful I receive it with confidence in myself, in my path and my practice, this medicine. My intention is to stay focused on my service, to stay focused on the practice of listening, the practice of opening my heart and tapping into the places that feel uncomfortable so I can liberate them and integrate them into my zone of joy and celebration. My intention too today is also to have a good time, to share good music, to share good prayers, to share good medicine, experience the nature of these good relations that are among us. So thank you, Great Spirit. Give you thanks for this day. Give you thanks for this opportunity. Now we're gonna start passing this.
Hello, Great Spirit. This is Ryan. I'm here to pray on this mountain. I receive healing from the sun, these plants. Pray for my life and my human family.
Please go to the thread.
Great Spirit, Tasha May, I come humbly, with my heart open, to receive whatever is intended for me today. I pray to heal all my relations. I pray to heal the wounds within myself that I carry that are unnecessary. I pray for the joy that I feel in my body to be shared with others when it's needed. I pray to just receive and serve whenever it's needed, but to come here humbly and just listen and be a witness. Hello, spirits. This is Marie, aka Maria. I come here also very humble, open to receiving what is intended for me, surrendering to whatever is now and in the future. I pray to heal. I pray for my family and my friends. I pray for the world. I pray for every single one of you. I'm grateful that all of you are here to experience whatever we are intended to experience today. And my intention is to really look inward in order to let go of anything that is holding me back in order to step into my own light.
Great Spirit, this is Melissa. I'm really humbled and very grateful to be here today. My prayer is to stay as open as possible, to stay connected with my experience in the present moment, to silence my thoughts and be open to receive, and to celebrate all the blessings that I've been bestowed. I hope.
I'm Steve. I'm that I am. Great Spirit. I come with gratitude for life, unconditional love, and the ability to come here and surrender. Pray for my family. Pray for my family here, my family home. Wow.
Hello, Great Spirit, Creator. This is Justin Manuel Marmolejos Franco Hernandez Fernandez. My real name, my true name, I honor my ancestors, both living and in the spirit plane. I thank you for a healthy body that lets me, it takes me wherever I need to be, wherever I need to go. I thank you for this wonderful experience. I thank you for the revelations you give us. I thank you for the healing. I thank you for the great times we're going to have. Joyous times ahead of us.
Offer very humble thanks to Great Spirit, Creator. Feel immense gratitude for my family, my parents, my children, my friends who are like my family. I'm very grateful to be able to try this new medicine. And my hope for today is that I just open myself to whatever the experience is, be it joyful, sorrowful, or something else entirely. Great Spirit, my name is Stephanie. I pray for my family at home, my new family here with you guys. Everybody receives what they need from today, and everybody goes in and receives their
Hermanos Spiriti y Pachamamita. I'm here to listen, to pray, to hear, to give my love, to sing and play music. And yeah, I'm here for you. So, gracias, aho.
Oh.
Let it slide through your hands now.